Hello friends, welcome to Lead by Learning by Palak Puri. I'll start with the language fundamentals. In this session, I'll talk about identifiers and reserved words. So first of all, what is identifier? Identifier which can be used for identification purpose. Assume that there are 5 students in a class. How we can identify each student? We use names to identify each student. Similarly, a name in Java program is by default considered as identifier which can be used for identification purpose. So it can be a class name, it can be a method name, or it can be a variable name also. For example, we have a simple program. So how many identifiers are there? There are total of 5 identifiers. First one is test, next is string, main, next is string, rs and x. So test is the name of the class, main is the name of the method, string is predefined name given to the class string, rs is name of the array and x is name of the variable, right? So next we have rules for identifier. The first rule is an identifier can only have alphanumeric characters A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9 and underscore. For example, we have total underscore number which is a valid identifier and total hash is an invalid identifier. Next, the first character of an identifier can only contain alphabet A to Z, capital A to Z or underscore. For example, total 123 is a valid identifier, but 123 total is an invalid identifier. The next rule is identifiers are also case sensitive in Java. For example, if name and name are two different identifiers, total capital total 123 is one identifier and small total 123 is another valid identifier, right? The next rule is keywords are not allowed to be used as this identifiers in Java. For example, if int x is equal to 10, it is a valid identifier, but if we are using x if is equal to 20, it is invalid because if is a reserved word. For example, we have a simple program in which I am declaring a variable of type string, which is a class, and initializing it to a value 888. And in another program in which I am declaring a variable of type runnable interface and it is initializing to 888. So is this a valid or invalid, right? Because according to the fourth point, keywords are not allowed to be used as identifiers in Java, but these are not these are not reserved words. Predefined classes and interfaces are not reserved words, they are identifiers. So the output of these two programs will be 888 and 888 respectively. So this is a valid identifier. Next we have reserved words. Reserved words which can be used to represent any meaning or functionality, right? Suppose in English language there are reserved words that define some meaning or functionality, right? For example, we have a reserved word cat which is to represent one type of animal. Next we have dog which is to represent one type of animal again. Next we have apple to represent one type of fruit. And next we have run reserved word which is to represent one type of action. So similarly in Java, reserved words in a programming languages which has a fixed meaning and they cannot be redefined by the programmer. So if I talk about count or reserved words in English, there might be million of reserved words because English is a very big and vast language. But if I talk about Java language, there are total of 53 reserved words and we should aware of these 53 reserved words in Java. Now in this diagram, there is a categorization of reserved words into keywords and reserved literals. And there are total of used 48 used keywords and 2 unused keywords and total of 3 reserved literals. So before proceeding, we should know what is the difference between reserved word and keyword. If the reserved word is associated with the functionality, then it is a keyword. But if the reserved word is meant to represent some value, not functionality, then it is a reserved literal. So there are total of 3 reserved literals. First one is true, then false and null. So in this diagram you can see total reserved words are 53, keywords are 50, used are 48, unused are 2 and reserved literals are 3. So true, false, null are reserved literals. Now these used keywords are further categorized into types, and the first type is keyword for data type. So there are total of 8 keywords for data type. First one is byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean and char. And keywords for flow control, we have total of 11. If, else, switch, in switch we have case, default, then we have while, do while, for, break, continue and return. So total of 8 plus 11 keywords equals to 19 keywords. So next category we have keywords for exception handling. In this we have total of 6 keywords: try, catch, final, throw, throws and assert. And next category is keywords for modifiers. Total of 11 are there: public, private, protected, then we have static, final, abstract, synchronized, then we have native, strict FP, transient and volatile. So there is total of 19 plus 6 plus 11 equals to 36. Next category we have class related keywords, in which we have total of 6 keywords, that is class, extends, package, interface, implements and import. Next category we have object related keywords. There are total of 4, new, instance of, super, this. So now total is 36 plus 6 plus 4 equals to 46. Then next we have return type keyword, which is void, and the next is name constant keyword, which is enum. So we use enum to define a group of named constants, and we have total of 48 used keywords. Now if I conclude, so can we see among all 53 reserved words there is one common property. All 53 reserved words contain only lowercase alphabets. So next property is no delete keyword is there in Java, because the destruction of object is the responsibility of garbage collector in Java. And the third conclusion is there are new keywords in Java, which are 3 keywords: strict FP, assert, enum. If I look at the examples, this new is a valid, delete is invalid because there is no delete in Java, go to is invalid, it is not used in Java, constant is not used in Java, break is valid, continue is valid, return is valid, exit is invalid because exit is a method, final is valid and finally is valid also. Next we have finalize, it is again a method. Then we have throw, which is a valid, throw is valid. Then thrown is invalid because it is not used in Java. Notify and notify all is invalid because they are methods. Implement is invalid because we use implements. Then extends, imports is invalid, and instance of is invalid because O is capital here. Strict FP is invalid because F is capital here. So we don't use capital alphabets in keywords or reserved words. Byte is valid, short is valid, int is invalid, again uppercase is there, uppercase int is invalid, small int is valid. Thank you. If you have any query, you can comment in the comment section, or you can also mail at palakpuri4004@gmail.com. If you are liking this video, then kindly like and subscribe my channel.